just give a few minutes more and I'll have a start. Then if you cannot join, you'll be able to watch the replay that will be posted on a group. And just as a reminder, today we're going to be talking about the TikTok I did yesterday. Yesterday I had a technical issue where I couldn't have internet for like over an hour. Then it was a bit of a headache really, and because of that I needed to cancel the live yesterday, but hopefully that's not going to happen again. But the main focus was on a TikTok I put yesterday, what was about if you ever ask yourself that you're only hearing, why you're only hearing what you want to hear. And I'll be trying to explain that on today's live, just to get some understanding for you guys on how and why we could be only hearing what we want to hear and what that even means. Then we're just going to be going a bit deep. Got some nice features here I can wave to you guys, what is quite cool. And yeah, I did a bit of a posting today just to set you guys up for joining the live. But like I said, if nobody gonna join in the next 3 minutes, we're just gonna start. Don't want to like drag it out like I did on my first one as well. Just want you guys to get as much as you can from the start, really. Anyway, my name is Grzegorz Leszczyński. Just to remind you who am I. Then I'm from part of Grzegorz Coaching. Yeah, then that's my coaching idea for being able to support you guys in various topics. Then what I'm focusing on this group is relationships and communication in relationships, and I'm trying to break down to you guys mainly some factors about how to communicate in relationships and how to improve certain things we could do when we are like together with the person we love, with our partner. And this is when I'm trying to really break it down for you, and I'm doing like the TikToks in the morning with some question there, and then in the evenings I'm trying to then explain what that question means, or kind of challenge you guys as well if you're joining on a live to be able to talk about it together. Then the question main asked here on the TikTok was, did you ever ask yourself why you're hearing only what you want to hear, and what does that even mean, guys? Then that means basically that if we talk with someone, let's forget about our partner at the moment, let's just go to the normal random person we would talk with. If we talk with a random person, we will have like a general discussion. We only are able to register about 10 to 25% of what that person is saying to us. And that is based on a pure science of us not being able to register a lot, because we are drifting away with our mind. We may have some things going on in our head, some thoughts going on, and then, you know, we had a difficult day, or we just, you know, we are not able to focus, or we basically are not able to be like present in the moment when we talk with someone. And then that to go then to our relationships, when we talk with our partner, we could experience exactly the same experience there and behavior from our partner or ourselves when our partner is talking to us. And this is when listening is a skill, what I mentioned in my first live, and I was trying to explain to you guys what means active listening and why we are not listening. Then with this live, we're just gonna go to explain and understand why we're only hearing what we want to hear. Then, like I said, first thing, based through science, we only can register 10 to 25% of whatever we are hearing from the person we're talking if we don't know how to listen. And this is a fact, okay? And it's really shocking fact, because if you're gonna think 10, 25%, then if somebody gonna say to us, I don't know, hey, how was your day? My day was like A, B, and C. I went to shopping, I did that, then you're just gonna register really the beginning, like I went for shopping, and then the rest will be like, oh, what you said there? Oh, I forgot. And then you're trying to like answer that question, and you're trying to like, have a general conversation with that person to understand, okay, well, what you said there. And the funniest thing is, like between ourselves, like mans and women's, we register things differently as well. Like as a man, we love to react to actions more, like like a body language, or when kind of the conversation involve and then like interfere with an action in it. Where women will be registering way much more when it comes to emotion. Then if they'll have an emotional conversation about something, they will be able to register way much more than a man at that point. And this is a huge difference as well, because then you realize, when you talk with your partner and you're starting to talk about like, your football game you had, or like, the stuff you did in the gym and that was interesting, some new exercise, or in general some interesting thing in your opinion that happened at work, what will involve a lot of action there, then the woman will be like, oh, okay, and she's just gonna register anything to do with emotion within those situations you will describe. If there was no emotion, that was just pure action in your story, then at that point, the woman won't register you. And it's opposite as well. Then if the woman gonna go and talk a lot about emotional stuff, how somebody really affected her emotions at work, or how she was affected emotionally today because something happened with her friend, or with her family, her sister, brother, and all that emotional effect will be there. As a man, you again not gonna register like half of that. You're like literally you're just gonna do the 10% here, because it's not gonna be interesting for you, because our brains are wired differently. Then a man brain is wired differently and a woman brain is wired differently. Like I said, it is a huge factor when it comes to listening. And then from that point, we can then go to understanding, okay, what we can do to like be better at listening, how we can avoid just listening to this 10-25% of what we're hearing. And when it comes to like a relationship, and when it comes to being together as a couple, we really want to be able to listen to each other. And there's a couple of reasons behind that. One of the main ones I will bring is the fact of just a mutual respect. If you want to respect each other, and that's very important for the man, by the way. For the woman, is more about safety. For the man, it's more about the respect. But both things are really combined to listening as well. Because if you are able to do that, and you're able to develop that skill of listening, you have way much respect from your woman, and your woman will feel way much safer with a man that is able to listen to her. And those two main factors will really be significant to your relationships. And then from that point, you just need to then think, okay, then what I should do, how I should gain that ability to listen, how I should gain that skill, what I can do, what I can improve. And as you can see on my first live, I was talking about active listening, when we can just become like more present in the moment. What means present in the moment? Being there and being able to listen, being able to analyze as well as we listen to what that person is saying, every single word by word. And then being able to respond with our body language, or with comment to what we are listening, whatever is the topic, if it's an emotional topic, or more like a action-based topic, or more like general topic, really. And it is important to be able to then register what that person is saying to us. Then how we do that, guys? Then again, I will be dropping a couple of things here, and again, I will have some surprise at the end of that video as well for you guys, just to be able to keep you going and keep you interested in it. But the surprise will be, I feel like, quite great for all of you. because it involves some commitment, but at the same time it involves you guys, joining me to discover it. But coming back to listening, we really need to be able to be present. Okay, what means being present? Present being here, there, like I'm right now. I'm present, yeah. And imagine if I would be talking with you guys, I will be then fully focused on you. I'll be like, okay, that's me. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. You starting your sentence. You're talking about things. I'm receiving that text, and I'm fully focused. That means, my phone on the side. My head is clear. Like, if I need to clear my head, take a couple of deep breaths. Like, it's many techniques we can talk about, but I'm just giving you a simple example. Like, take a couple of deep breaths, and you can literally, by doing that, by breathing deeply a couple of times, you can clear whatever is in your head at the moment when you want to talk with someone. Especially when it's your partner in a relationship, it's really important for them to be able for you to listen. And all the way around, it's important for you as well. The thing is, some people got this like percentage of the way they want to talk about things or the way they want to be listened. And at the same time, we want to be having this good balance between each other. Then, you're gonna work that out in your relationships. If you're together for like a couple of years, you will see who likes to talk more, who likes to talk less. But at the same time, we both want to be listened. Even if, let's say, as a man, I would talk less and my partner would talk more, I still would want to be listened, and I know she wants to be listened more than me, but it works both ways. And this is that balance when we can be present and we can be able to focus on, what the person is saying to us. The being present at the moment, being here, not disturb, clear head, no phones, just here, both way conversation. But with the listening, you're trying just to focus on what is coming your way at that point, yeah? Second thing is just to be able to, receive the information. You need to be able to, answer in the various ways. You can obviously answer with your body language that you are receiving the information. You can just answer by nodding and getting involved in that conversation. And, don't take me wrong, some topics will be less or more interested for you. It depends on the personality. Each person is different. If you're gonna get, a topic, I don't know, let's say you're a gamer and your partner gonna start talking to you about games, you'll be like, oh, okay, what happened there? Just tell me more. And then, you're gonna get a topic about, I don't know, some books you read and you don't read books, and you'll be like, boring, not interested. But at the same time, it's your partner, okay? She wants you to listen, or he wants you to listen about that. And if you are in relationships and you want to work on that relationship, so you want to have a good relationships, listening is a huge part. And this is when, okay, maybe if you're gonna have a boring topic and it's not gonna be that interesting, try to maybe ask some questions. Maybe by asking questions, you will then discover that that topic is not as that boring as it can be for you, because you just ask the question about, anything that was described to you. If that was a situation, if that was some action in a book, or some situation, or the situation that happened, I don't know, with a friend of your partner, or with something that she discussed with her mom or her dad, or if something that he discussed with his sister or his brother, so on. Just ask questions. And you're gonna notice when you're gonna ask questions, you're gonna then get a response from your partner straight away, because you will then show that you're interested. But that means you're gonna be listening, and that's how you develop that ability. You listen, you stay quiet, you focus, you present, and then you ask questions. And the question can be anything. Let's say your partner gonna say to you, okay, I was there with my friend and that happened. And then you can say, okay, for example, what time that was, how was the weather there, did anyone else was with you? Just giving you basics here, guys, yeah? a simple two-way communication, but listening is based on that you will be able to ask those questions on top of being present and on top of being focused on what is coming your way. And again, to be totally honest with you guys, when it comes to our partners, probably I would say 70%, maybe 60% of things you're gonna receive may not be in your interest. It may not be about your hobby. It may not be about the things that actually will like click you into, you know, being able to get interested in that conversation. But at the same time, you know, we need to understand that we both want to be listened. Like I said, it depends on the percentage on the person that, you know, is receiving that listening or is giving the speech. But we really want to be able to, you know, give that to our partners. Like it is an amazing thing when your partner can say something that happened through the day and you are able to listen to that all the way through, respond to it with your body language, with a smile, with a nodding, and then ask some, you know, question to get a bit more interested in the topic. And those three things will make a change in your relationship straight away, because you will get from your partner way more interested in talking to you as a main factor. And talking is like the most basic thing you can have in relationships. If you don't talk in relationships, is something wrong. Is really a big thing when you don't talk. Okay, if you don't talk for a while, that means okay, we is something wrong here. Okay, why we not talking? Why we, you know, last time we talked was like 2 weeks ago, and you all do work, and then when you're at home you sit on your phone. Then, you know, that's when listening is really, really important. And again, it allows your relationship to develop to the point where, you know, both people will be able to engage more with each other on a daily conversation about, you know, what happened during your day. And I feel like one of those values will be very, very important when it comes to relationships and when it comes to improving the communication in your relationships, okay? And I know some of you are going to say, okay, we are together like for 15, 20 years, you know, 30 years, and we just know each other in and out, and what we can talk about is, you know, like, I don't like those topics he talks about, and I don't like those topics she talks about. Okay, that's a fair point. But at the same time, what you're doing to improve that, you know? Are you actually listening to that person? Are you just decided, you know, 10 years ago that the topics are not important and, you know, it's no point of talking anyway because you're just going to get bored? But this is when you guys are deciding it, and it is your individual decision for in each of your relationships to, you know, be able to, you know, develop a good listening skill to your partner or not. And this is when, you know, if the answer is not, then okay, what you want to do for that relationship? Do you want to try to improve that skill of listening, and do you want to gain that ability to listen to the other person? Because at the end of the day, you are together like you know, for this 10, 20 years. It is worth something, you know. You achieve things together. You know, fall in love. You probably created a family. You created your household. You got like all your future in front of you. And trust me, relationships are not easy. And, you know, I wouldn't know that if I wouldn't be there. And, you know, I already had divorce in my life, and I do feel like how difficult it can be when it doesn't work well and you don't know what to do. Then, okay, let's just divorce. But it is an easy way out. But at the same time, there's reasons behind it, you know. And 9 times from the 10, the reason is you, and you are not being able to challenge yourself enough to work on that relationships and try to make it better. Then guys, ability of listening, okay? Then I just dropped here a couple of things about it. I hope it was quite interesting for you, and I hope you got interested in listening to it. Again, like I said, I got a surprise for you, and surprise is something I will be doing every week. And the reason behind it is because again, I want to get you guys more engaged in my project, what is the group, what is the communication and relationships, and this is when I will be dropping those things just to get you guys more involved and see what what we can do with it and where that can go really. Then here, what I want to do then is basically I will be doing a free course sessions for you guys, and I'll be using the portal I got from the coaching team I'm working together with, what is mastermind.com, and the team of Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins. And those coaches there, we got that portal called mastermind.com, and we put our work there, our courses, our workshops, and things we do, basically the products we create for people to be able to coach them. Then not this weekend, but the next weekend, I will be then putting a free course session, like I said, and first 20 of you that will then leave your comments in the post I'm gonna drop on the group will be having this course for free. And the normal value of that course is about £50, and that's just a course to again just to briefly talk about the communication and relationships, okay? And that will be then for you for free, guys, and you're gonna be able to join that and get some more knowledge about what I'm talking about in those lives and those TikToks briefly. Then again, that's all there for you guys, and that's the surprise. Then if you really want to get more engaged and join, like I said, on this weekend I'll be putting a post for you guys, and then from that point, when you're gonna get that post, you'll be able to then register yourself through the link I'm gonna put in a post on Facebook on this group, and then you're gonna be able to join me on that free course session in 2 weeks' time. Then I hope you enjoyed that live, and I hope you got something from it. Again, you're gonna see a TikTok tomorrow. It's gonna come in the morning as always. Tomorrow a bit different topic. We're gonna finish with listening right now. Okay, we're gonna go to some different topic, more involving understanding love. Then yeah, really excited to give you guys that live tomorrow, and just wait for the TikTok. It's gonna appear in the morning, and make sure you follow my group, and make sure you join me on the live tomorrow. Then thank you so much, guys, and have an amazing evening, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Thank you.